Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back. In this video, we're going to be talking about logic bombs. So what is a logic bomb? A logic bomb is a piece of code designed to remain dormant and undetected until specific conditions are met. Now, these conditions could be a specific date, time, or even a particular event. Once triggered, the logic bomb can do any number of malicious activities. This could include deleting files, disrupting systems, or even triggering malware to execute. For instance, a logic bomb might delete important system files, which could cause an entire system to crash. Logic bombs are widely referred to as malware. However, the term logic bomb specifically describes the function of executing actions when certain conditions have been met. This could be malicious or it could be completely harmless. So it would be more accurate to describe a logic bomb as a triggering mechanism rather than a type of malware. That said, some malware will contain logic bomb triggers. For example, you could have ransomware, which is only designed to trigger on a certain day. Or you could have malware that is designed to run commands when, say, a particular application is launched. Another type of logic bomb is from the insider threat, such as a disgruntled employee. Imagine a member of the IT team who has been let go and feels like they have been treated unfairly. Maybe that employee sets up a script to delete important data or to disrupt critical business systems 1 month after they have left. Let me show you this in an example. Here I have a machine, and on the desktop I have a PowerShell script. If I right-click the script and go to edit, we can see exactly what this script does. The first thing it does is get the current date. It then checks to see if the current date matches Friday the 13th. Now, if it does, then it's going to run a simple script to change the desktop background. But if it's not, it will skip down to the else section where it will report all systems are normal and then close. So we have our logic bomb script, but how do we get this to run every day until Friday the 13th? Well, we can do this with a simple scheduled task. So I will close this, go to the start button and open the task scheduler. Go over to the library and I actually already have a logic bomb task already made. If we double click onto here, we can see the general settings, so just really the name. But if we move over to the triggers tab, we can see that it's set to run every day at 12. Once that trigger occurs, we move over to the actions tab and we can see it's set to run a program. In this case, it's PowerShell and it's going to run that script on our desktop. So now all there is for us to do is to sit back, relax, and wait till 12 for this to execute. But I'm way too impatient for that. So instead, we can run this manually. So I'm going to close this and I'm going to right click on the task and click run. PowerShell opens for a split second, realizes it's not Friday the 13th, and then just closes. But again, I'm way too impatient to wait for Friday the 13th to come. So let's imitate that by changing the script. So I'll go over to our script, right click, and go to edit, and the bit that checks to see if it is Friday the 13th, we're actually going to change. So where it says 13, I'll change that to 6, and where it says Friday, I'll change that to today, which is a Wednesday. I'll click save and then close. So if I run this scheduled task again, it should trigger our logic bomb. Move this down here, right click, run. PowerShell opens and very quickly we see our logic bomb has triggered and executed. Now in this case, it is just changing the background, but this could be a lot worse. Now we know a bit about logic bombs and we've seen one in action. Let me give you a real world example. This example is the case against Roger Duronio. Roger Duronio allegedly planted a logic bomb at UBS PaineWebber while he was still employed there. The logic bomb was designed to wipe the files on around 1,000 computers at the company after his resignation. Now this was all due to him feeling unhappy with his salary and his bonuses. Hoping the cyber attack would plummet the company stock price, he also invested $21,000 worth of put options. Put options are a special type of option that would actually make him money and profit from a drop in the share price. Unfortunately for him though, the stock price wasn't affected, and even worse for him, He was arrested, charged, and ultimately sent to prison for 8 years. This video is part of our Security Plus in 31 Days course. If you like this video, you are gonna love the full course. Not only does it cover each exam topic in simple and easy to understand videos, but it also provides hands-on labs. These labs guide you through practical tasks like creating Trojans, cracking passwords, and sending your own phishing emails, giving you real-world experience and making your studies that much more engaging and effective. It doesn't stop there though. You also get a copy of our Security Plus in 31 Days ebook, which follows the course and covers each topic. You'll also get access to helpful downloads to support your learning, a private community where you can connect with fellow learners, and exclusive discounts. It really is the complete package to guide you through your Security Plus journey. Check it out in the description below. So there we have it. Logic bombs are pieces of code designed to trigger when certain conditions are met, often used in scripts or malware to trigger malicious actions. Before we end, let's take a look at a couple of quiz questions, just to check your knowledge. Let's start with a simple one. What is the primary characteristic of a logic bomb? Is it A, it is a program to execute immediately upon installation? B, it requires specific conditions to trigger its execution? C, it spreads itself across systems through network connections? Or is it D, it's always used for data theft rather than for system disruption? The answer is of course B. A logic bomb is specifically designed to remain inactive until certain conditions have been met, such as a specific date or an event. Okay, one more question. A recently dismissed employee has planted a logic bomb that will delete critical files on a server 30 days after they leave. What security measures could reduce the risk of similar incidents happening in the future? Is it A, enforce stricter access control for privileged accounts? Is it B, enable mandatory multi-factor authentication for all internal systems? C, require employees to undergo annual cybersecurity awareness training? Or is it D, increase firewall monitoring to detect any unusual incoming traffic? The answer is A. Enforcing stricter access controls can help reduce the risk of an insider threat, as it limits the ability of the employee to set up harmful scripts. If you liked this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and subscribe. The support from you guys really helps this channel grow. Other than that, thank you for watching.